So Phil, fabulous afternoon here down at PIMS Park. Think you've settled that score?
Yeah, I don't know how long it'll still hanging over my head, you know, but it is. I never seen any of the hierarchy. I don't know if they're still here. Be nice if they showed their face, you know, because of what they've done. But it's gone now. It's in the past. I'm here working for Tim Woodward and managing Peterborough Sports, and I was quite proud of what the players were trying to do, you know, because I didn't name the team till 1:15 today, and that's the second time I've named the team on the day. Maybe it's going to be a recipe for success, I don't know. You know, I keep going back to this sort of part-time mentality, you know, and maybe people forget things, and maybe if you just prompt them on a match day, it seems as if everybody's wearing a shirt with pride on a match day. Started off in the cup competition when I first arrived against Hornchurch, and now a good win today. And when you name it on a Thursday, which I did do before Southport, and then we're 2-0 down, or even 1-0 down after a minute, maybe that's too much to think about, you know, maybe 2 days preparation. So at the moment it's a recipe for success, and I'll probably continue with that as best I possibly can, but it gives us a clear week now to get 3 or 4 training sessions in before we play. Buxton will be the next one now, and the quicker they come when you win games of football, the merrier, you know. The quicker the turnover of games for me is probably the highlight of when you're winning. You want the next one to come quickly, you know. But at the same time, I'm at the start of a project here, and I'm trying to implement certain things where we're concerned, myself and Charlie Tonks, and we're trying to implement things that are going to become our basics that we stick to where the game plan's concerned. Were they lacklustre? Did they look unprepared? Did they look tired? Did they look one-paced? Any of that? It was down to the fact that we showed a lot of spirit, and I think that was the key to winning the game.
Indeed, great performances all over the pitch today, and they seem to play with just a freedom and a confidence that we haven't seen on the pitch from Thorn. They certainly didn't look like a bottom of the league side today.
No, again, you can talk long and hard about the opposition. The more I concentrate on my team throughout my career as a manager, the better we are. I do understand that you have to manage the opposition, and you have to work at their system, and you have to understand where their strengths and weaknesses lie. But we put together a video of the opposition because we knew them that well, and there was no skullduggery attached. It was just, you know, formulated from the games that they played this season, and obviously there was a lot of changes from my time at Kidderminster, but we knew the style of football that I think the manager wanted to play, and we countered that. But when you've countered a style of football, you've got to have tools to your trade that can hurt the opposition, and I thought we had today. I thought Kane was a thorn in the opposition's side. I thought DJ playing slightly tucked in on the left hand side, he's got an intelligent brain where a footballer's concerned. I thought the keeper looked like he stepped up to the plate, you know. He sucked it up, and when he was coming out for that header in the 93rd minute or whatever it was a brave decision. But that's what I want brave decisions. And when I've said to the players, we all make a million decisions during 90 minutes. You can't ever be wrong if you commit to that decision. The opposition can do something that can hurt you, but you can never be wrong if you're committing to a cause and committing to the project, if you like, but committing to what we're all about. And today was what we were all about.
You mentioned Kane Felix returning to the side today. I felt that really gave us some edge, especially down this right-hand side. Max Booth, Kane Felix, and man of the match Jez Davis linking up very well down here in the first half.
It's nice to hear that where Jez is concerned, and again you sympathise with the previous management team that can't have the players out that they wanted to have out. You know, like I think Muzzy's a big miss. I think Shaq's probably been a big miss to them, and Kane's been a big miss. And when you get long-term injuries, and I'm coming in at the right time when them long-term injuries are coming back, they're not going to understand why the previous management team wanted them here. We've just got to get them out the treatment room. The treatment room's got to get emptied, and that blend and mixture of seniors, experienced players, with the kids that we've got. And I'm talking kids, but kids that can play, you know. Maka can play. Boothie can play, you know. They're not kids. They look like they're experienced lads because they know how to get into pockets of space and hurt the opposition. And when you get that coupled with the experience, it's a good day at the office.
And you mentioned Max Booth. That's 2-2 now. Another goal for Max. And
3-3. Southport.
Yes, of course.
Are we allowed that one?
Of course, yeah. So 3-3 then. Took his goal really well today, I thought. And how important do you think that was that it came so soon after them going in front?
Big time. The timing of their goal was, I thought, against the run of play, but you know they've got potency, they've got players that can hurt you at this level. But at the same time, to go 1-0 down, heads could have quite easily gone down, but we didn't. We went straight after them, jugular, got behind them, and it was a great finish. And it was synonymous. I think goals change games. I think that's how fragile players are or teams are. Maybe just at this level, but maybe across the globe. You know, when you score a goal, you're most vulnerable. You know, when you concede a goal, you've got to put the. It's one of them where you concede a goal, you've got to step up to the plate, and that's what we've done on 2 or 3 occasions we've done that. But the winning goal again, you know, it goes down to belief, because you're 1-1 against probably a team budget-wise will be in the top 4-5 this year, and probably looking for automatic promotion again, if not playoffs. And we've put a real spanner in the works with quality. I thought the quality was good today. I was asked if I wanted the pitch watered, and I thought, it's been raining, do we need it watered? It's it's coming into autumn, winter, whatever, and the grounds are going to change, there's no doubt about it. No, let's get used to it. And that's what we've got to do, you know, you can't change the weather. And I thought, before the game, I thought the heavens were going to open, they didn't. And then I thought the wind was going to put the game off, it didn't. And the rain that we had last night washed the lines out on the pitch, and thank God the linesman, not the linesman, the white man, whatever they call them, the groundsman, thank God he was about, so he got the game on. And it was a good work where everybody was concerned, everybody contributed. It was a great day, great day.
So we talk about the goals for Max Booth. Nice to see Marcel getting on the team sheet as well, but got to talk about your defence as well. That was a really tricky wind out there today, but I felt that your boys handled that much better than they did.
Difficult, especially when they started going long ball. They were chasing to get a second goal, and what do you only want? I mean, they brought a 6'3", 6'4" striker on, playing alongside Amari, and that probably is a rarity. So they had physical presence, they had players that know their way around the pitch, and we had to put our head on the ball. So Richard and you got to say Charlie's, I don't think he's a centre half, but I put him in there ahead of Foxy, because I can see that he can organise, he's a talker, he's aggressive, he can play as well. That's probably the reason why he went into midfield. So all of them things are contributory factors to what I thought would maybe suit us today. Just that little bit of experience. And then we had a left back who can play left back and a right back who can play. So there was round pegs and round holes today, and it certainly worked for long periods of time.
And when you say that, you brought Ben Beresford on after 75 minutes, the new guy, and he played very forward, didn't he? He played up front almost on his own in the last 10 minutes.
And that's what it was all about. Boothie had run his race, I thought, and I could drop him into the number 10 role and cover him up a wee bit, but then you're bringing the pace of Theo Williams on and stuff like that, you know. But when you're just trying to get over the line, you just want players to go and run as hard as they possibly can to get you over the line, and that's what I think Ben did. He looks like he needs work, he looks like he needs games, and hopefully we'll have a game behind closed doors for him on Saturday next week.
That's good to hear. Next game actually is Alfreton here on the 18th of October before Buxton the following Tuesday. How you mentioned trying to get a game on in that free Saturday. How important is that now we've got a win to get back on the pitch?
We'll get a game on regardless, and what I mean by we'll get a game on, we'll play 11v11 on here, probably against each other. We can get 22 players to train, and we'll get 1 or 2 trialists in, so there will be a game for sure. But if we can go to places like Leicester City is a possibility. Hopefully Peterborough United heard the cry for help last night on PCR, but hopefully you guys will hear the cry for help that I've got to be on PCR every Friday night now. If that's the luck of the draw and we're here and we can drum up a little bit of support, which they turned up today, and the supporters, I'm delighted for the supporters that we can actually, you know, I was staying at people with black and orange on and red and white, and I was like, they were all shouting my name, and I was thinking, I'm on black and orange, forget about shouting my name. If you're red and white, I'm done there. But it was it was a good day at the office for me, but it was a great day for them.
You say it was a great day for you. You seem to be really animated on the bench today, celebrating on the pitch even. I spotted when they put one in that was ruled offside towards the end there.
Yeah.
It really obviously meant a lot to you today.
Well, I think their bench was just about to run on the pitch, and I looked at the linesman's flag, and the linesman on this side was outstanding. I thought the linesman on the far side missed a couple of offsides in the first half, and including the goal, which I'll have a good look at it. But I thought that the officials today were different class. But the linesman getting that decision right, was on our side today, and it wasn't the look of the draw, it was the look of the hard work for me.
Brilliant. Thank you for talking to us, Phil. You're welcome on PCR anytime you want,
Thank you.
especially if we win the next day.
Top man.